Reece, still reeling from the loss of his love, Mandy, struggles with his understanding of the wolf bond and its implications for his relationship with Trinity. His mother, Lila, tries to guide him, revealing that Mandy and Steven's relationship wasn't a true bond, as they were not destined to be together. Reece, finally opening up, confides that he believes he knows the identity of Trinity's father, a revelation that leaves both of them stunned. Who is Trinity's father? How will this revelation impact Reece's relationship with Trinity? Will Reece be able to overcome his past and embrace the possibility of a true bond with Trinity? How will this knowledge change the dynamics of their relationship in the pack?
This is exactly what the doctor ordered, Trinity thought as she dried her hair with a towel. After sleeping for 3 days and resting in bed for another 2, she was more than ready to get up. Her first stop, a nice long soak in her pool-sized bathtub. Next up, Trinity needed to talk to Reece. She wanted to thank him for rescuing her. She heard everything that happened. She couldn't believe that Reece had rescued her himself once again. Trinity looked in the mirror. Normally, she only wore makeup on special occasions, but she was feeling nervous about her impending conversation with Reece. She dabbed on some blush and ran a mascara wand over her lashes. It was amazing what 5 days of rest and a little makeup could do. I can't help but feel like he's avoiding me, Trinity confided in Lila as she piled eggs and bacon on her plate and buttered her toast. Abigail made an entire feast special for you to celebrate the end of Trinity's bed rest. I spoke to him, Trinity. He's ashamed. Trinity found that hard to believe. She thanked Abigail for breakfast and kissed Lila on the cheek. For now, she was still too tired. She headed to the library, hoping to get lost in a book. She could find Reece later tonight. As she walked down the hallway, she heard an unusual sound. Music. It was a soft, soothing piano coming from the room opposite the library. But who could be playing it? The door to the music room stood open just a crack, allowing the beautiful notes to slip out into the hall. Reece was sitting at the piano, his eyes loosely shut as if he had been following the tune with his heart rather than the sheet music sitting in front of him. His hands danced beautifully across the keys. Trinity let her eyes shut too, as she took in the soothing notes melded with Reece's familiar scent. "Are you going to stand there all day, little bunny?" Reece chuckled as the song came to a close. Trinity growled at the use of her nickname. "I didn't mean to spy on you, just caught me off guard." "I caught you off guard," Reece laughed. "You were the one watching me." "I didn't expect to hear you playing the piano. It's the first time I've heard it since I've been here. I didn't know you played. That was beautiful. May I?" Trinity approached the piano. She hadn't played in a long time either, years even. "You play, little bunny?" Trinity stretched her fingers over the familiar keys. "Grandfather insisted. Once you learn piano, every other instrument is that much easier." She felt Reece's eyes on her as she slipped into a song. "That song, where do I know it from?" Trinity had started playing it without thinking. "It was our first dance." Trinity blushed. It was the song from not only their first dance, but their first kiss. She lost herself in the passionate memory, then suddenly very aware of Reece and the small space between them. She put her hands in her lap. "Do you play any other instruments?" Reece so rarely asked her about herself. She wondered if he felt the tension too. She was grateful that he broke the silence between them. "Piano, violin, cello, oboe, and flute are my best. And I taught myself guitar and drums." "Taught yourself?" Reece raised an eyebrow. "Grandfather had this notion that I had to know the classics, and that it would somehow make me more appealing as a future mate. He thought learning guitar and drums would serve no purpose for me, so I taught myself as an act of rebellion." Reece let out a long, hard laugh. "Is it that funny?" Trinity asked nervously. "Yeah, it is." Reece wiped away a tear. It proves you've been this stubborn forever. I'm not the only one who brings it out. Trinity laughed. Can we talk, little bunny? That's what I wanted. I thought I was going to see you at breakfast. Trinity felt the unease rising in her. She tried to calm herself. How was your head? I'm better. Trinity smiled. I didn't need to sit in bed for 2 days. If you feel better, it's probably the resting that did it. Is there something specific that you wanted to talk about, Reece? This isn't easy for me. Reece looked at Trinity self-consciously. Reece looked so uncomfortable that Trinity laughed. He glared at her. I'm sorry, it's just, you're so sincere. I'm trying here, all right? Reece stood up and paced the room in anger. Why do I even bother? Reece growled. You must be joking. Trinity shook her head. Reece, from the night of our meeting, you have made it clear that you hate me and you don't want me around. You're right. You're my mate in name only. I don't want you. I hate you. Good talk. Trinity spat. She stood up and walked to the door. Where are you going? Reece roared. You just sat me down to say the same cruel things once again. Why does he have to be such a... Trinity slammed the door behind her and crossed the hall to the library. He didn't even give me the chance to thank him for saving me. What just happened? Why does she have to be so damn difficult? Reece wanted to apologize to her. He wanted to explain why he had said those rude things to her before. He wanted to tell her that he was wrong. Why couldn't he do that? Reece returned to the basement. He knew exactly where to redirect his frustration.
Trinity, hurt and disillusioned, retreats, leaving Reece to grapple with the consequences of his impulsive outburst. As the silence hangs heavy in the air, a single question lingers. Will they ever be able to overcome this latest obstacle? Can they find a way to mend their broken connection, or will their pride ultimately tear them apart? And what hidden truths will be revealed as they navigate the treacherous waters of their complicated relationship? Will Reece be able to apologize to Trinity and explain his actions? Can Trinity forgive him for his hurtful words?
Hey, I am Trinity. Want to know what happens next? Then click the link in the description below and download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Chosen by Fate, Rejected by the Alpha,